After a while of playing on an Anarchy server, you might have already escaped spawn, built a shack, and became self-sustainable. But what next? I see a lot of people getting bored of Anarchy after even as little as a week of playing. I really think Anarchy servers are interesting and can provide you a lot of fun for well over that. This is why today I've compiled a list of 10 things to do when you get bored on 9b9t. This list isn't in any particular order, and I highly encourage you at least try to do all of the points I mentioned so as not to be bored. So without further ado, let's roll. Go to the world border. Anarchy servers are one of the few servers when you can reach the world border in survival within a reasonable amount of time. You can technically do it with very few gear, basic armor and food. If you turn on baritone and timer, you can start the journey from 0-0 and it should take you around 40 hours to get to the world border. It's not that much to be fair, considering that you can basically do whatever in the meantime as baritone is fully automatic. Yes, it does sometimes disconnect you, but all clients have an auto reconnect module nowadays. Come back to spawn. Why only sit in the millions and play like single player? There's a lot of things going on at spawn all the time, from PvP fights to social projects or just interesting people all around you. I mean, do I have to say more than it's a multiplayer server? Maybe try to at least once experience that it is. Explore spawn. While we are on the topic of spawn, it's a huge region filled with ruins, griefed monuments, and more. It's definitely home to a lot of structures and old bases, like for example my old base, Stonenberg. In my opinion, lurking around spawn less than 50k blocks out can lead to a lot of found artifacts, bases, and even more. Kill new players. Still around spawn, and the next thing on my list is to kill new players. I know it sounds cruel, but it's actually very fun and it's good for the server and the new players. If a new player quits because they got killed 10 times at spawn, never to return again, it's very likely that he would quit playing the server very soon. Why bother then? The entire server is so hostile that giving an extra amount at the start is helping to stop people who cannot stand it early on, which has two benefits. A, it makes them waste less time, and B, makes the server run better because of the lower amounts of players. Make a base. I know you might already have a shack that you call home or some fishing outpost in the millions, but if you want to get the full Anarchy experience and actually leave a noticeable mark on the server, I would recommend you build a base. Build what you always wanted, be that a castle, a space station, or whatever else you might want to do. Building on an Anarchy server, at least for me, gives me way more satisfaction out of everything I build, and honestly, I don't know precisely why. But hey, it's worth at least trying, maybe you'll like it too. Join a group. There are countless groups on 9b9t and even more on other Anarchy servers. Some of them might be very secretive and accept only select people, but some are very open and inviting. Now, there is literally no way to get accepted to a secretive group other than just playing the game. A lot of people ask, how do I find a group and stuff like that, but to be honest, apart from the very few open groups, there is no other way to get invited other than via friendships, and those, well, you build by meeting people and just playing the game. I'm sure that if you play 9b for a while and do more than just sit in the millions, you will get some friends. Visit ruins of all the bases. There are a lot of ruins of big bases on 9b9t, which is coordinates are public. You can use the public 9b9t Desmos coordinate map for that. There were a lot of amazing bases in 9b9t's history, some of which are still recognizable. I would definitely take a look at a few. Subscribe to Join the Discord and the subreddit. 9b9t revolves around the community. After all, it's what makes 9b9t, well, 9b9t. There are two big 9b9t discords and an official subreddit. Getting to know the community can lead to all sorts of positive effects, such as maybe finding friends, enemies, or experiencing lethal doses of autism if you decide to join. Hunt for bases. Base hunting can sometimes be boring, but very rewarding. And I don't mean base hunting near spawn, I mean following chunk trails hundreds of thousands of blocks out on any of the highways in a hope to find a base. I have done that a couple of times and I can definitely say I didn't come out empty-handed. If you want to know more about the topic, see Salsy1's video about base hunting. Try to crystal PvP. Crystal PvP in 2021 is pretty complicated and can easily overwhelm, but I definitely recommend to at least try. Maybe you're good at it and like it, you never know. If you don't want to risk items and such, I recommend trying out 2b2t PvP, a server where you can Crystal PvP all the time without losing any valuables on 9v90. Well, that will be the end of my 10 things to do on 9v90. If you have any suggestions on different things, be sure to let me know. Join my Discord or just leave a comment, I read all of them. Anyways, thanks for watching and have a great day.